Hey Jim, what's going on, man?
Not too much, Patrick. How about you, sir?
About the same. I heard you and the family had a little COVID scare this week.
Yeah, we did. I'm sure a lot of people out there have, had their concerns, but we had some direct exposure in the family. But thankfully, as far as we know, everybody involved in the exposure is good. And then we've tested negative. We had the poke your brain test, not the rapid test.
Well, not you because you don't have one.
I was wondering why I didn't feel anything, but all our tests came back negative. We have no symptoms. So definitely feeling blessed that we're doing okay.
All right, Jim, what are you doing to me here? Why is there a timer on your or a counter on your computer here?
I'm just counting down the minutes till you leave.
That's going up. So you're wanting me to stay here because it's getting higher and higher.
Yes, because you are the highlight of my day.
Of your life, you mean? I know. So from the looks of it in the setup, here's we're doing a podcast.
Yeah, I'd like to call this a low budget podcast because right now we are operating off a splitter and a couple of free headsets and my computer. We have some plans to get some better equipment.
I think anybody would call this low budget.
Yeah, it is. But I've always been in the mindset an idea stays an idea unless you do something with it. So rather than wait until we've got the funds to buy the equipment, then why don't we just get started? Might sound a little oof, but I think we can just make it work for now and go from there.
Okay, sounds good. And you people out there might be wondering why in the world these two stupid guys on a Friday night, bored out of their minds, are doing a podcast. And the answer is very simple. Because
we want to.
Yes, and that is the truth, and that's the answer.
But then also keep in mind, they might be listening to on a Monday night. So
we're
wrap your head around that.
Don't confuse me. So yes, this is the Because We Want to podcast, and we're gonna talk about some things out there that are anything basically. And the reason for that is because
we want to.
So we're probably gonna start out telling each and every one of you out there, the 2, 3 people, our stories, mine and Jim's, and our families getting here to the Richmond Hill, Georgia community. We're gonna then venture out, maybe talk to some people who are bigger in the community, some influencers, small business owners, and then from there we're just gonna wing it, kind of go where we want to, because
we want to.
And right now I think about this time would be a good time to introduce myself and Jim. So Jim, why don't you go ahead and start that off?
Yeah, no, thank you, Patrick. My name is Jim Sloan. I've been a resident of Richmond Hill since November of 2019 and moved here with my wife, Nicole, and our son, Micah. I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts. My wife is from Puerto Rico, and my son is from Florida. I moved to Florida in 2011, met my wife back in 2015. Micah was born. We have been coming to Savannah on and off every year and progressively making more and more trips, and then decided eventually that we wanted to move to the area. So we started doing some research and discovered Richmond Hill, and we decided that this was the right place for us to raise our son. What about you, Patrick?
Well, our story is kind of similar, except the places we started. Neither one of us are from Puerto Rico. We're stateside, America. My name is.
Never know. Looking at the two of you, that neither of you.
Right.
Never know.
Yeah, me, pasty white. So my name is Patrick Skelly. I'm originally from Birmingham, Alabama. Roll Tide.
War Eagle.
Eastern Boston people, you don't count. Anyways, before I was so really interrupted by that Yankee over there. My wife and I, we met back in 2011, got married 2014, 2018, had our beautiful baby girl, Josephine. But our story getting over here to Savannah area is actually very similar to Jim, Nicole's, and Micah's. We kind of just on a whim, or we had come to Savannah for our anniversary one year and just, we loved it. And then on a whim decided to move over to the area. And as he said, did research and decided that Richmond Hill was the best opportunity for us and our family. And moved over here just before the Sloans did in June of 2019. My wife, who does photography and stuff like that, who does photography on the side of her daytime job, took photographs of the Sloans, and that's how we kind of met. And the day that Jim met me was the best day of his life.
I did look particularly happy in the pictures that your wife took, and that was very smart of her to do like this COVID session, like porch sessions, where she was just taking pictures of people's front yards or sitting on the porch. I looked so happy. And then I got to admit, I have no idea what I looked like when I met you, but I'm pretty sure that I did not have
like a
as good of a
cripple.
smile. I was on crutches. That's right. That's when I broke both my legs.
You look like a cripple.
Yeah, that's when I fractured both my legs. That was fun. That was
You
a
look
terrible
like a
time.
uh. So yeah, so that's my Jim's and I's story of, and our family stories of getting here to the Richmond Hill area. We love this city. We love this town. Very small town kind of vibe. Go back and watch some reruns of Andy Roof. It kind of reminds you of that, except we don't have dirt roads and
We have some dirt roads.
well, it's not everywhere. Yes, we definitely do have some dirt roads. But we're in color, not black and white. But anyway, so like I said earlier, this is going to be a podcast kind of more focusing on Richmond Hill, and Richmond Hill is always kind of be a central theme of it. But then we're going to branch out, talk about many other things, hopefully, and then we're going to kind of try to do this every week, every 2 weeks, kind of see how that goes. And the next couple of episodes and weeks, we'll give you all contact information, how you could, give us feedback, tell us whether we're good, bad, indifferent, topics you may want us to talk about, or tell us just to shut up. That's fine too.
Which will just make me talk more.
It might make me cry. But anyway, so yeah, we'll give you the ways you can reach us on that. It's going to be probably Facebook and a Gmail account. But anyways, that's kind of where we're going with this.
Yeah, and just to kind of give you, some of our vision, it's really, initial focus, I think, is to start with the community, have some conversation with small business owners, and you'll get a vibe of like, oh, Richmond Hill, Richmond Hill, Richmond Hill. But that's obviously where we live.
Then we'll throw the curveball at you because
we want to. But it'll also give you, if this happens to somehow branch out to some outside, because we have a bunch of people that we know from all across the country, it'll just give you more of that small.
I'm talking about you people in Fairbanks, Alaska.
Yes, I actually do know a couple people up there. Actually, it's funny you say that.
It's illegal to feed beer to a moose in Fairbanks, Alaska.
That's a terrible place to live, then. Terrible place.
That's why you need to get super soakers. Fill it up with beer. So when the cops think you're only pestering the moose.
Yes, there you go. I have no idea, people, that I let this man in my house. Please help me.
The sad part about this is I've actually thought this out.
But that's kind of our focus. We've had some conversations with some small business owners. We've had some conversations with some influencers and leadership within the community. We want to have those conversations. We also want to have conversations with people who have ideas, who have different concepts.
Basically, anybody and everybody.
Yeah, and then also there are going to be times where we just talk about something totally off the wall. For example, I'm a huge wrestling fan, professional wrestling, always have been. Maybe if there's a show coming, we'll talk about it that week, or maybe
nothing like talking about guys in spandex.
Hey, you know what?
I used to wrestle in high school. I looked pretty good in spandex.
Good old male soap opera.
Right. What?
Yeah, exactly.
The reason why we're gonna do that is because
we want to.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're at. This is our first episode, and this is, again, just an intro. We promise you it will get better. We promise you the sound quality will get better. We promise you that we're going to bring valuable content. You can reach us on our Facebook page, which is going to be Because We Want To, if you search it. and give us advice on what you want to hear about. We're going to do our best to just kind of put out fun content. We're just looking to have a good time. We're not
Because we want to.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping this up because gonna just kind of give you a little teaser, a little sneak peek, not show you everything we got because we want you to come back for more because I know you want some more of me, hopefully.
I was going to let you finish that because I have no idea where you're going.
I don't know.
I also think that we're going to wrap this up right now because we have no idea where we're going.
No.
next.
But yeah, so we're doing this podcast because
we want to.
Bye.